Remember when breakfast was more than a meal? From candy-coated cereals to colorful marshmallows, let's take a trip through the bowls of childhood and grab your spoons because it's about to be a delicious ride. Number 1. Post Oat Flakes. Who remembers waking up on lazy Sunday mornings and the only thing on your mind was a big bowl of Post Oat Flakes? Well, it was normal for kids to race to the kitchen and pour the flakes into their bowls. The sound of the cereal hitting the milk was like music to the soul. Children would sit in front of the TV to watch their favorite cartoons while munching on this cereal. What's even more exciting about this is how it maintains its crispy consistency even in milk. Don't get me started on its sweetness. It was the absolute best thing for breakfast. But you know what they say about every good story? It certainly would come to an end. The 90s kids would likely not remember the cereal, but if you're an oldie, heck yes. The memory is evergreen. Number 2. Quaker Mr. T. Did you know that Quaker's Mr. T cereal was one of the first named after a real person? This cereal was inspired by Mr. T, the famous tough guy from the 80s. It's not just the tastiness of this cereal that makes it special, but the face on the box. Each box had catchphrases like, "I pity the fool who don't eat my cereal." Mr. T cereal was a favorite breakfast option, especially on weekends when everyone was at home. The crispy corn and oats shaped like T's were the coolest thing ever. The cereal tasted so good and was a must-have in every home, but sadly, as the 80s ended, so did the popularity wane. Newer cereals took over, and Mr. T was quietly discontinued. Even though it's no longer on the shelves, those who grew up eating it still remember the excitement it brought to the breakfast table. What's your fondest memory of Mr. T? Share with us in the comments. Number 3. Cap'n Crunch's Choco Donuts. Imagine if your favorite breakfast cereal and donuts had a baby. Well, that's what Cap'n Crunch's Donuts was like. This cereal was super delicious. It was like having a dessert for breakfast. Parents used this delicious cereal to lure their children to the breakfast table. Even if they were half asleep, the sound of Cap'n Crunch got them off the bed. It was like a breakfast dream come true. Each bite was a blend of sweet, donut-flavored happiness. This cereal was the easiest way to start the day off right. Unfortunately, this cereal didn't stick around forever. Despite being a fan favorite, it mysteriously disappeared from the shelves. The reasons were obvious. New cereals were taken over and customers switched to them. This cereal vanished, leaving a donut-shaped hole in our hearts. The feeling is still evergreen for me. I don't know about you. Number 4. Kellogg's Banana Frosted Flakes. Who else remembers the first time they tasted Kellogg's Banana Frosted Flakes? As kids, your parents introduce you to new cereals occasionally. Immediately, you sight it, you open the box only to inhale the sweet banana smell. It was so exciting that you can barely sit still. You pour the flakes into a bowl and add milk while watching it turn yellow from the banana coating. Kellogg's Banana Frosted Flakes is sweet, crispy, and delicious. It's like having a banana milkshake for breakfast. The cereal makes it so easy for one to be addicted. Unfortunately, the addiction died off because Kellogg stopped producing it. Despite its unique flavor, people moved on to other trends. Even though it is gone, people who loved it still remember the good old days. Number 5. Total Raisin Bran. Years ago, the Total Raisin Bran claimed it could provide 100% of your daily vitamins and minerals in just one bowl. If you were a parent, you'd be excited to grab one for your kids. A single serving supercharged everyone and got them ready for the day. Every bowl was satisfying and healthy. It was packed with chunky flakes and juicy raisins that made mornings a delight to look forward to. On school days, children rushed to the kitchen to make themselves a big bowl of Total Raisin Bran. Despite its popularity, this cereal gradually disappeared. The market was already becoming too crowded, and companies were rebranding. Sadly, this cereal couldn't meet up with the changing taste buds, and boom, they disappeared into thin air. We still remember the satisfaction of a perfectly balanced diet. It was an era when breakfast was wholesome and healthy. Before we get to the next cereal, be sure to smash that subscribe button and comment "I sub" to be entered into our monthly shoutout draw. This week's shoutout giveaway goes to Marty B's 6701. Thanks for being part of the family, and let's keep it going. Number 6. Cinnamon Mini Bun. Television ads in 1992 described the cereal as one made with corn, whole grain oats, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. The nutritional benefits motivated parents to buy it for their children. Imagine a whole bowl filled with crunchy cinnamon-flavored buns. As a child, it felt like heaven. The moment you poured cold milk over the mini buns, the room starts smelling like a bakery. Every bite was a mix of sweetness and cinnamon spice. And the best part, this cereal was perfect for adults too. It had no added fat or artificial flavors. If you were tired of adult food, you could grab this one. Like many good things, this was short-lived. Kellogg's introduced it in 1991, but it disappeared in 1993. Even its replacement, Kellogg's Mini Swirl Cinnamon Bun cereal, was discontinued in 2009. Number 7. Crazy Cow. Even if you didn't want to buy the Crazy Cow cereal, the large cartoon cow on the box would lure you closer. The cow on the box has white and brown spots and wore a hat and a cowbell around her neck. The back was also carefully designed to entice buyers. It had promotional enticements that grabbed attention. When you add milk to the cereal, it dissolves the powdered coating, and the mixture resembled flavored milk. It was like breakfast magic. Crazy Cow came in chocolate and strawberry flavors, but then the box had a disclaimer saying the content was artificially flavored. Sadly, one of those who lived in the 70s still remember Crazy Cow. This cereal saw a big push in sales from Star Wars fans when they started putting trading cards in the boxes. But then this fame didn't last forever because this fun cereal is no more. Number 8. Waffelos. Waffelos was the first cereal to bring the goodness of waffles into your cereal bowl. It came in handy for days when you didn't have the time to make actual waffles. This breakfast selection from the 70s was a blast. Each box contained tiny crunchy waffle bits flavored with maple syrup. They were better than any other waffle cereal to come after it. Waffelos even made a blueberry flavored version to add to the fun. As a child, it was fun having a mini feast every morning. The sweet aroma of maple syrup filled the kitchen, and it was a pleasure to invite a friend over. Unfortunately, Waffelos is gone for good. As new cereals emerge and taste change, it couldn't keep up with the competition. Even though it is gone, the memories are still fresh. Who still remembers eating Waffelos? Number 9. Pac-Man. The Pac-Man arcade game inspired this breakfast treat. It had tasty corn puffs and colorful marshmallows shaped like Pac-Man and the Four Ghosts. Who still remembers characters like Blinky, Pinky, Inky, and Clyde? Newer versions of this cereal had bigger Pac-Man marshmallows to make breakfast even more exciting. This cereal was heavily advertised on television with a dozen commercials. These ads show Pac-Man popping out in front of two kids while the ghosts follow him carrying a box of cereal. Kids would imagine themselves eating a bowl of Pac-Man cereal and feel like they're in the game dodging ghosts. Each bite was crunchy and super fun. Pac-Man cereal wasn't only delicious, it brought the excitement of the arcade right to your breakfast table. Kids would even save the box tops to get cool Pac-Man prizes. Well, this cereal went the way of Pac-Man himself. This guy's no longer popular like he was in the 80s. And so is his cereal. Number 10. Quisp. Quisp was the coolest cereal to ever hit the shelves. Launched in 1965 by Quaker, this saucer-shaped crunchy corn treat had kids and adults going wild. And when the internet became popular, Quaker sold millions of pieces online in no time. With a 4.8 star rating on their website, you know this cereal was special. But it wasn't just the taste that made Quisp unforgettable. The commercials were a hit. They asked kids to pick which cereal was better and even join in the epic taste battles. The competition peaked in 1972 when Quaker asked kids to vote on which cereal should stay. Well, you can guess who won. Sadly, Quisp was discontinued in 1979 due to low sales. It made a few comebacks but didn't stick around for long. Which of these cereals made your mornings unforgettable? Tell us in the comments below.